Think of your wildest dream. Maybe the one from your childhood. Maybe a more recent one. The dream that paints you as the hero. The dream where you change the world.
Now scrap it. Dreaming big simply kills your dreams.
Whoa, hold on a minute. This doesn't make any sense.
Think about it for a while though. It is 100% true that vision and dreams are the most important motivators for us. But there's a hardly visible risk attached to that. There's either a narrow-minded circle of people who force us to forget about it, or it's just us being so consumed by the dreaming that we don't actually take any action to achieve it. Trust me, I've been there before.
Despite how harsh it all sounds, there's a way to keep your dream fuel, and rather than waste it, use it to its fullest potential and evolve.
Once upon a time, there were two teenagers.
That's us, by the way!
Let me tell my story first. They had that dream to become storytellers, to create a world of their own, to make a huge game and turn it into a multi-trillion-dollar company, to become the richest people alive, to own and rule the world. Starting small, by writing tiny stories, they soon managed to write their first book and sell millions of copies worldwide. With the fame gained, they designed a game that turned into a company, which, in its own, became an empire. It wasn't long before they were the most famous people in the world, wanted by every talk show, attending all the large events, winning 5 Nobel Prizes to conquer the entire world!
Wake up, bro.
No, not again!
Forget about it, man. We failed. Technically, it wasn't a complete failure.
See this? This is the book that we wrote, published, and even slightly distributed. However, we just kept dreaming on. Aimlessly and with no clear path to follow. The dream was real. Obviously not as far-fetched as that in the sketch, but real enough to give us hope.
But hey, who knows? Maybe someday in the future you will be playing a hit game by Evolve.
What actually happened?
The initial boost of motivation made us work hard. The dream wasn't just a dream. It was a goal with a path to it at first. Some progress was seen. There was a spark, which was soon shadowed by the pandemic. We were inactive. The world was inactive. The only thing we had left was to dream.
Getting too consumed by the dreaming process shifted our perceptions. We weren't getting the reward from doing the work anymore, or at least we didn't think we did. The motivation phase was shattered.
Our hard-learned advice here? Never keep dreaming without taking any action.
I've always been a person to defy the norm and get out of my comfort zone. I've jumped out of a plane, conquered the biggest fears of mine, climbed the steepest of mountains. Of course, there were always people who would try to unintentionally persuade me to give it all up and just be normal.
Give up.
Stop it, man.
Quit it.
This doesn't make any sense.
Stop it.
Who do you think you are?
I never allowed anyone to discourage me from my wildest dreams, no matter how crazy they sounded. Until this happened. I once had a YouTube channel that managed to go viral. We kept going for a couple of years with minimal effort, occasionally doing challenges and silly stuff. Numbers kept growing, we were having the time of our lives, but you know what they say. All good things eventually come to an end. 2 of my friends said that it was just not going to work out, and just like that, I lost my biggest dream. The thing I regret the most in my entire life. If you think other people and their views on the world are the cause, you're dead wrong. In fact, it all comes from within. I used to think that way, but I realized that it was all in here. If you get discouraged like I did and give up like me, it isn't other people's fault. You made your decisions, so you have to go with them and learn from them. Instead of allowing them to discourage you, use their words as fuel for your actions and prove them wrong. In fact, this channel is the proof that I got out of that emotional hole and I started anew thanks to the reignited motivation and this guy. Hey kid, do you really want to achieve your dreams or do you want to repeat my mistakes? If you want to actually make it, listen up! Write that dream down and find your path to it. Of course, you're gonna have problems and you're gonna make mistakes. But what matters is that you get up stronger than before. Now go get him, Tiger!
What the hell just happened? A dream is nothing until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal. chunk it into smaller bits, and it turns into a plan. Simple as that, right? Once you have a plan, you need a way to execute that plan. And there are many different approaches people have suggested. Okay, so there's the concept about atomic habits, the 21-90 rule, the 20-80 rule, the 69-420 rule, the 3.14-360 rule. Wait, what am I even saying? What's this script, man?
This is Path. He wants to make a habit of going to the gym. He tried that last year, but did it for a month and quit. But this time is gonna be different, because he knows the laws of atomic habits. First of all, he identified all his habits and realized which ones just had to go. Secondly, he knew he had to make going to the gym fun, so he invited a friend. Thirdly, he wanted to start off easy so that the habit would stick. If you go hard as a beginner, it's more difficult to make the new habit stick, since you're not used to it yet. Finally, he's well aware that gym progress takes time and patience to show results. But, just like every human being, he desires instant gratification, so he rewards himself with something he likes. Making a giant leap is never a way to achieve your dreams. No one ever succeeded by just taking one action. It's all based on a series of events, on a system. Improving with 1% every day makes you 37 times better at the end of the year. If you focus on systems and the journey, you learn from your mistakes. And even if you fail to reach your dream, you still learn a lot more than someone who is completely goal-oriented. Back to Path. It's been a while and he's a gym regular now, but it seems that he wants to build other healthy habits now. He's never been a fruit kind of guy. All he had to do to get this habit going was buy a bowl, fill it with fruits, and put it somewhere he spends most of his time at. Now, he's just subconsciously eating fruits when he's bored. To sum up, if you want to build a habit, focus on the following things. Change your environment in a way that pushes you towards that action. Start small and slowly build your way up. Also, focus on the first 30 seconds of the activity. They decide what happens next.
A rule that stems from atomic habits is the 21-90 rule. The rule states that it takes 21 days to create a habit and 90 days to make that habit a part of your life. Consistency is key here, and also do keep in mind that sheer motivation will only keep you going for a couple of days. Instead, you should make the habit building process pleasurable using the methods we previously mentioned. Don't break the chain, but if you do, don't do it twice in a row. Let's say I want to become a writer and I use all the aforementioned methods. I write every single day for 2 weeks straight and everything is going smoothly. But then something urgent comes up and I cannot skip it, so I skip writing for a day. Okay, at this point it's very easy to say, oh well, I've already skipped once, so what's the problem skipping one more time? That's where the second part of the rule comes in. Never ever skip twice in a row. Breaking a streak is normal every once in a while, as long as you get back to it the next day. The 20-80 rule doesn't have connection to any previous topics or habits. It's all about maximizing your time and productivity. The rule states that 20% of your input is responsible for 80% of your output. Let's say you work on a project for 10 hours. 80% of that project's value is achieved with the first 20% of effort. And this also works the other way around. 20% of the value depends on 80% of the effort. Working more hours simply doesn't make you more productive. It just makes you look busier. The key to being more productive is learning how to do more by doing less. Think of your wildest dream again. Is it going to remain a dream forever? Or are you gonna write it down and turn it into a goal? Are you gonna try and achieve it at this very moment and risk failure? Or are you going to slowly stack the odds in your favor and guarantee success?
Each and every one of us has to walk their own path, but the common truth remains the same. Dreams aren't the only things that matter. It's never about the destination. It's all about the journey.
Whoa, that sure was motivational. If you want to learn more about the things that prevent us from dreaming and how to deal with them, you can check out the video that's on your screen right now.